Hi there, I'm Amy from Cakes with Faces. Today I've got some news for you. I'm running a Kickstarter. Now, I've always found that travel guides to Japan aren't that useful. They're full of lists of hotels and places you might not be that interested in. The same top 10 things to do in Tokyo you hear about everywhere. And they don't tell you everything you need to know about practical things, like how to use the trains, which tickets to get, where and how to get your travel money, will your credit cards work, and what the food's like, and how to do things if you don't speak Japanese. And I find they often don't tell you what's really interesting about places. So I thought I'd put that right and make my own. Your Guide to Japan is everything that I think travel guides should be. I've worked really hard to make it genuinely useful. Now, you might not realise this, but every day I get questions from you guys right here in the comments, in emails, and in messages on Instagram. All of these questions about planning your own trips to Japan. So that gives me a good idea of all the things that you need to know. And it's all in my book, along with tips from my own experiences and all the interesting places I've found from travelling to Japan over the last 10 years. If you've watched my videos, especially my trip planning series, you'll know I always try and make them as useful as possible, and it's exactly the same with my book. I wanted to make something that you can use to plan your own trip to Japan and then take with you when you go. The book is 300 pages long. It's full colour with photos and illustrations. It'll be professionally printed as a paperback book with coloured page edges. That's very important. I am a bit of a book nerd about things like that. The whole book is written already. I've got all the content done. Now I'm focusing on the layout and the editing. The Kickstarter is to fund the printing. I've also designed some special edition items as rewards. I'll tell you a bit more about them in a minute. First, I'll talk you through what's in the book. Firstly, you couldn't have a travel guide without lots of ideas for things to do. There's day trips, what there is in different areas, and things to do organised by what you're interested in, like anime or nature and animals, traditional Japan, or places you can just go wandering and see all those picturesque Japanese streets. There's a planner to help you book everything right from the start, with checklists to help you get everything sorted. There's spaces for you to write in to help you work things out, like your budget or which hotel to pick, and places to keep a note of important details, like your flight times, your check-in times, and how to find your hotel. And there's practical information about how to get by in Japan. It's also partly a travel journal to record your memories and all the little things you might otherwise forget. It focuses mainly on Tokyo because that's where most people go, and there's also a section of highlights from other areas of Japan. I've been working on this for over a year to plan everything out and make sure it includes everything you need based on all the things you guys asked me and all the things you might be concerned about, just like I was before I first went to Japan. And you can help make this happen with my Kickstarter. Now, I want to be completely clear that none of your pledges will go towards funding my trips to Japan. I've already been many times and the book is already written. I would never ask you to fund my travel. The Kickstarter is to get the book printed. So you can get a copy of my book if you support my Kickstarter, which starts today. And I've designed some special edition items as extra rewards for you to choose from. First is this travel pouch. This is a sample I've had made to check the quality. It's just the right size for your passport, maybe your train pass, all those important bits and pieces you don't want to lose, maybe your travel money. And there's a pocket inside for coins. Next is some washi tape. Washi tape? I never know how to say that. There's 2 designs and you get one of each. There's an A5 notebook. It's exercise book style. It's plain inside for you to make extra notes for your planning or keep a diary or a sketchbook on your trip. And the last thing is a special edition t-shirt with my Japanese Inari fox design. The patterns in the background are actually inspired by traditional Japanese patterns, which all have a meaning. It's actually really interesting. Anyway, the t-shirt comes in standard men's sizes and women's slim fit, up to size 2XL. The sizing is the same as all my other t-shirts if you have one of them already. After the Kickstarter's finished, you'll receive an email asking which size you want. This is my first time running a Kickstarter. I've designed and produced loads of items for Cakes with Faces since I started back in 2011, but it's actually quite nerve-wracking running a Kickstarter, so I hope you'll support me. I've worked really hard to make this book everything a travel guide should be, and as you know, I love Japan and have so much to share with you. There's a link to my Kickstarter page in the description. It's going to be running until the 2nd of April. All the details are on there, previews of the pages, what's in the book, and pictures of the rewards. If you have any questions, you can ask me right here in the comments, and I'll be back next week with more videos about Japan. Thank you so much for your support. I'll see you next week.